Hey guys, welcome back to Church Talk. And today we're talking about how to create a tight worship team or how to create a tight band. Number one, I would say just be together. You got to know each other. Just be together often. When you have your practices, don't only rehearse, but have a devotion together, eat together, do other things outside of just music. But number two is you got to practice. You got to practice. I've said this multiple times, but practice makes permanent, not perfect. Practice does not make you perfect. If you practice something the incorrect way, you're going to do it the incorrect way. So when you're in your practices, make sure that you are practicing correctly. Now, correctly does not mean to do it exactly as it is on the track. You've got to give yourselves and give your team creative liberty. So you got to make sure that if you are using backing tracks and you're kind of stuck to that track many times. But if you're not, you can take creative liberty and do something different from what the track is doing. And I think that is one thing that creates a tight band, is that you know the personality of that drummer, you know the personality of that guitarist, you know how the keyboard is going to play, and you begin to know what each other's going to do. So with tracks, it's a little bit different because you kind of have to do the song how the track is done, so you match the track. But if you're not using them, then you can grow to know one another by playing with one another, by your practice, and you kind of know where each other is going to go. So that's how you become a tight band, is you play together a lot. You don't just rehearse together, you don't just practice together, but you play together. You lead together. You play off of one another. You communicate and you talk to one another. So if you have talkback mics, use those talkbacks to know, if the keyboard player if you're not in the middle of a song or something, and you don't want to change things up. But if maybe your keyboard player has a talkback and he's going to go, he's going to step up to 1, 2, 3. He can say that in the microphone and let everybody know what he's thinking, where he wants to go, and talk back and forth to each other. So if you got something coming up that you can cover each other. So if someone has a question like, man, I don't remember this part, what do they say we're going to, you can get in your talk back and communicate with each other in the song. So there's nothing wrong with that, but you want to be cautious of that as well. You don't want to use your talk back and make a crowded space in your talk back and have a lot of talking going on during the song. It can get really confusing, especially to your singers and vocalists when they're trying to sing something and they hear questions and they hear things going on in their ear. So we don't want to do that very much, but you can use those tools and those things to communicate with each other. Something that I've always done to communicate is head nods. Kind of like, many times I'll look over at my son who's playing the electric, and all I do is give him a nod. And he knows, I'm going to step back away from the mic at that moment, and he's going to come in on a solo, or he's going to come in on that, maybe not solo, but he's going to come in on that riff. So he's going to fill that part, and just that head nod done it. Now, also for me, I will give a foot nod. That kind of sounds funny, but if we're going to bring the song down, I'm playing an acoustic guitar, so I don't have my hands free. I can't hold a sign up, say we're going to end the song, or we need to bring it down, or we need to take it up. So I will give foot signals. So I will tap the toe of my foot down on the ground to let our drummer know and let others who are looking know that we are going to bring it down. And if we need something more intense, then they can see the heel of my foot is hitting the stage. I'm tapping the heel of my foot to say, let's bring it up, let's get more intense. So those are some ways that you can communicate with your band if you're on an acoustic guitar. But creating a tight band and a tight worship team is just that. You communicate, you practice often, and you hang out together. You just live life together. You do devotions together, you eat together. You know one another. And that's how you create a tight ministry, a tight band. But something that you have to do to be tight is play together often. In the actual, hate to use the word performance, but in the performance, if you're leading worship, it's really not a performance, but there's an element to it. You're playing on the stage in the moment, and that's what I mean. If you're not in a worship band, we can use the term performance, then it makes perfect sense. But you perform, you play in the moment together often, and that's the way you're going to create a tight band. It takes a little bit of time, but your band members need to know their parts and be practiced up and develop a good ear. So that's one really crucial thing is your band members. Your band members has to be all in the band. If they're not, if they're only half in, then you're going to only go as far as that band member will allow you to go. If that's your drummer and he's just kind of halfway there and he's just not really into it, maybe that's not the place for him to be. Maybe he needs to be part-time on the worship ministry or something rather than a full-time, or in your band or whatever the case. But those are just a few tips, few things that I've found, that ways to create a tight sounding band. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got something out of it. And be sure you go check out robandjen.com. It's where we have all of our t-shirts and mugs and cups and things of that nature. If you like one, you can pick one up, helps the channel. And be sure that you click the like and the subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And we will see you guys next time on Church Talk. God bless.